Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Graps and Scraps, episode 6, episode 5. And that was a fun one. That was a fun one. We had some great stuff to talk about. But episode 6, we are back and we got even more shit to talk about. If y'all forgot, I'm Alvito Nate Rivers.
And I'm your goat, Gianni.
You got a new pronoun every week now, or what?
Yeah, every single time we record, I'm going to introduce myself as something even crazier and out of this world. So stay tuned for the next one. I'm already concocting something in my dumb little retarded brain.
All right, I respect it at least. But, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we got so much stuff to talk about. Gianni, I say let's get into International Fight Week first. We got to talk about all those results because it was a crazy, crazy, crazy event.
I know. The past 2 weeks, that's like the only crazy thing that I've been able to think about. So, where do we start?
Yeah. All right. So, do you want to start on the main event first, or do you want to go into the main card and then work our way up?
What's more interesting? Starting with the T or starting with just slowly making our way up? What sounds better?
You know what? Let's just start with the big one. Let's start with the Mac being back for a good
Yeah,
20 minutes,
the damn
maybe
atomic
20 minutes
bomb.
walkout included.
The damn atomic bomb that was the return of Conor McGregor.
It was like a return for 20 minutes including walkout. The fight only went a minute itself, and yeah, okay, 20 minutes might be pushing a little bit, maybe 10, but
Yeah, that
but yeah,
yeah, that would have been mad generous to say 20 minutes.
But Conor McGregor was back, and it was exciting to see the energy. The walkout was all the same it used to be. The one, the only introduction by Bruce Buffer himself. As much as I'm not that big of a McGregor fan, I was really excited for the fight. I really was.
Yeah, me too, cuz last time he fought Max, he beat Max, right?
Yeah, he did. It was when they were still young OGs, I guess you could
Yeah,
say.
yeah, bro. I mean, when they were youngins, but obviously they
Mhm.
are, as we can tell, they are not youngins anymore.
Definitely not Conor. His knee is shot.
Yeah, bro is cooked. Although he did say he'll be fine and he might come back, but still, I don't know, bro.
He says he has one fight left on his contract. I think he just wants to at least get that done, and then he'll ride off into the sunset. I think that's what this was supposed to be. He was just gonna get one more fight, then ride off into the sunset happy and not lose off a broken foot.
I wonder who that final opponent's gonna be then.
Max said he's okay waiting for the rematch, which I'm not opposed to, but I'd rather see Max get back into the lightweight division because the top 5 of the lightweight division is hella exciting right now.
Yeah, so if not Max, who?
Fuck it, Michael Chandler. No, I'm kidding. Chandler's more washed than the dishes in the sink.
Patty?
Oh, that'd be cool too.
As like a passing of the torch moment in case he loses, because low-key, I think Connor would get his ass slept by Patty.
Pro-
Low-key.
if we're talking a striking game, Connor schools Patty. Patty doesn't have phenomenal striking, but he has enough striking to get by. He's more a grappler. But Connor has defensive grappling. Just we never saw it on display because the one grappler he faced in Khabib Nurmagomedov just mauled him.
Yeah, so I feel like Patty would be a cool kind of like, passing of the torch.
I agree. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Actually, probably maybe. If
Yeah.
if Patty gets another win under his belt, like if they do him versus Charles or Ilya next, and he wins that, then you could just save him for the Connor fight.
But yeah. Now with Ilya, I feel like Patty could easily beat him. If Justin was able to beat him, Patty can beat him.
Yeah, but yeah, Conor McGregor, he was back for a good 10 minutes maybe, walkout, introduction, everything. One quick note on that: can Bruce Buffer stop introducing people as the one, the only? He did it to Alex Pereira at the White House card, then Pereira got slept. He did it last year when Pereira fought Ankalaev, and he lost to Ankalaev.
Yeah, I think he's cursing people.
Yeah, it's definitely a curse. It's like a Danhausen thing where every time he says that he
I was
curses them.
literally gonna say, bro's the Danhausen of the UFC.
But Bruce Buffer's still the GOAT. But yeah, that's one thing. He's gotta stop introducing people as the one, the only nowadays because the only one to work for was John Jones, but John Jones is damn near the GOAT no matter what you think about him. But yeah, Alex Pereira twice he's lost after getting introduced as the one, the only to Ankalaev and then getting knocked out by Gon. Connor's fight, he did it, and then Connor tore his ACL and meniscus.
Yeah, I feel like not everyone can be the one and only.
He's only done it to like 3 people. That's what makes it special. He did it to Alex, Connor, and John Jones. So that's why it's special. But
Well, even Alex, although I'd take Alex Pereira over Conor McGregor any day, I feel like Conor McGregor and John Jones are the only two who deserve the one and only line.
I can't argue with that. I really can't. When I first heard the announcement, I was like, huh,
Yeah, maybe,
okay, a little too early. A little too early for that, but respect, whatever.
yeah, like maybe like Charles Oliveira can be the one and only too. Maybe Justin Gaethje.
That's a little too much. Honestly, maybe Islam, I guess.
Oh yeah, Islam. Uh, Bro, Islam makes me fucking disgusted. He makes me want to gag.
You suck, bro.
He's a boring champion and he hasn't fought.
He fights in a couple weeks.
Against who?
Ian Machado Gary.
Well,
Speaking of Irishmen.
well, Ian's gonna fucking lose.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Don't doubt Ian, man. Ian has a game plan for everything, dude. Carlos Prates, probably the most dangerous guy at welterweight. He lost to Ian Gary.
I shouldn't doubt cause because y'all fucking doubters doubted Gaethje. He won.
That's my point. It's the fucking year of upsets, man. Sean Strickland upset Hamza, Gaethje upset Ilya. Like anything can happen at this point. I still do give the edge to Islam a little bit just because of his wrestling, but if Machado can slow down the grappling and just keep it on the feet, then he has an advantage over Islam.
Yeah, one thing I saw though is that apparently Umar is a better wrestler than Islam, like technically speaking. And
If you get technical, then the stats probably show it. But if we're talking just like pure skill and pure talent, Islam's better.
yeah, uh, I just don't know the fact that we have two, well, like three, probably some of the better wrestlers in UFC, and two of them got fucking destroyed.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. That's the UFC for you. You think dominant wrestlers are going to stay here to stay, then they get outclassed, and then they go downhill. That's just it. That's just the UFC.
Yeah, it would be kind of crazy to see Islam. Like, would that be him getting humbled?
Kind of no, because he's had some close fights before. The first fight with Volkanovski, it was close. So it wouldn't be him getting humbled. It'd just be him like, oh shit, Ian was better than me. Ian was better than him.
Yeah. Do you want to know what? Um, I'm, I'm like, I hope I'm not wrong, but has Marab and Islam ever fought? No.
Nah, 2 different weight classes, like 30 pounds
Fuck,
difference.
imagine that fight.
Well, I mean, Marab and Umar fought, and Umar is Khabib's cousin and trains with Islam, so I guess it's close. But
Yeah, like, and didn't Marab like destroy him?
he just out cardioed him. That's it.
Yeah.
If you're talking like skill wise, I think Umar is better than Marab, but Marab's cardio is unmatched, so he was able just to out cardio Umar.
Yeah. Loki, a new segment on the show, UFC fantasy booking.
I can get down with some fantasy booking on UFC. I really can.
Bro, either because is Islam a higher weight class than Marab?
Marab is a bantamweight at 135. Islam is the champ at 170,
So if Marab gains weight,
and height because he is way too short for welterweight.
and we love our short kings, he'd fucking, I think he'd be a decent welterweight.
No, he wouldn't. He'd get pieced the hell up. Welterweights are too big for him, bro. That's why weight classes exist.
Hey, imagine him as like the who is that really short martial artist who was like tiny as shit, but he kicked ass. Like I don't know who.
Mighty Mouse, Mighty Mouse, maybe
Oh yeah,
Demetrius Johnson.
yeah, he is a good example. Like Mighty Mouse, bro. Bro, you see him fight like a 6 foot like five guy one time.
I don't know who you're talking
You
about.
haven't seen that? Demetrius Johnson out wrestled this guy. I think it was a jujitsu match where it was him versus like a guy who was like 6'5".
Oh, I probably got to refresh on it, but I mean, it makes sense. DJ is one of the best martial artists of all time.
Yeah, I still wish he he would come back, but what's there to prove?
To prove that he's the damn goat. Pantoja got all cocky. He could come back and school Pantoja.
Yeah, Brian. And DJ was like, no.
Yeah,
He's
I don't blame him though. UFC did him dirty when he was their champ. So yeah, I don't blame him.
hell nah. Fuck UFC. As much as it's a fun show to watch, fuck UFC.
Yeah, agreed.
No diss. Cause like, imagine in like 5 years if we somehow get involved in the UFC and like interview someone. No disrespect, UFC, but but y'all can be
Yeah,
troublesome a little bit, respectfully.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
But we still love it. We still watch every Friday night. We still watch every pay per view. Well, I do. He doesn't.
yeah. So fuck you, UFC.
All right. Well, let's go back to International Fight Week. After Conor McGregor's short but sweet return, there was we talked about him already. Paddy the Baddy Pimblett in 52 seconds, a quick Darce choke submission on Benoit Saint Denis.
Yeah, that's just Patty being Patty.
I even said it when I was breaking down the fight that if Benoit tried going to the ground with Paddy, he'd be outmatched. And lo and behold, Benoit shot, Paddy got his head, Paddy got his neck, choked him the hell out, put him to sleep.
Yeah, Patty's just that fucking guy, dude.
Yeah.
He,
Paddy, he came up with a name for that. I forgot what he called it, but I called it the tea bag just because his crotch was pretty much in Benoit's face.
I bet that smell insane.
Jesus Christ, bro. We just started the damn show.
I just had to include a little quirky Gianni line. But it's
All
not
right.
even quirky.
No, it's just weird because you're weird.
Goddamn right, and quirky.
All right. Paddy the Baddy, quick 52 submission on Benoit Saint Denis. I called it too. I'm a big Paddy the Baddy fan. I put a lot of stock into him. I'm glad he's at the top now. Give him Ilya Taporia. Give him Charles. Give him whoever the hell you want. Give Paddy the Baddy the world.
Yeah, put him in the title scene too. I think it's about time.
Let me look at the top five real quick. Let me try to do some quick little matchmaking.
Yeah, he better be up there.
I know for sure he's top five. I'm going the media panel rankings because the Meta AI rankings absolutely blow.
Fuck meta.
So Ilya Taporia is rank 1, Armin Sarukian 2, Charles 3, Max 4, Paddy 5.
Damn. So
Oh,
number 5.
yeah. So what for the title fight itself, Justin Gaethje, I could probably see. I don't think they do Armin anymore. Thinking about it a little more, I don't think Armin gets the title shot. There's a high chance they do Charles against Justin in a winner take all world title and BMF title. So that would leave Paddy to face either Max or Ilya. But there's also a route you can go giving Paddy Charles, which I would love to see, honestly.
Yeah, that would be good. If Armin was like not kind of irrelevant in that conversation, I would have loved to see Patty versus Armin.
Do Armin versus Max. Armin wants the title shot, but he pulled out in his one chance, and then he still wants to have him beat another contender because he beat Dan Hooker last time, and Dan Hooker is just inside the top 10.
Yeah, so there is a lot of decent matches with the top 5. Yeah, you can go either way on all 5 of them.
But for sure, Paddy, he deserves a huge step up next. Whether it's the BMF fight with Charles or Ilya or Justin, he deserves another big fight ahead.
Yeah, yeah, and for like if they actually do fight, they can go either way.
Exactly.
Although
Uh,
I'm reeling for Patty.
Same. Paddy's the next big thing, bro. Him and Sean are going to be the two main stars of UFC now.
Oh God, imagine Patty as a champion. Imagine how hilarious that would be.
That would be fantastic, bro. But Paddy, he's a respectful, disrespectful guy. Like he'll disrespect you a little bit, but he's respectful in the end.
Yeah, like imagine it like he wins a title, goes home, gets fat as fuck, and he's carrying the lightweight belt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
155.
Imagine his fat ass walking around with a lightweight belt.
That'd be hilarious, and I'd want to see it.
Yeah, and munching on pizza and cupcakes and looking like a fucking chud.
Hey, all I'm saying, he's just like me. I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped and depressed.
For real. I think he'd be the best champion in recent memory. But
Exactly,
if anything, the most entertaining champion.
for sure.
But R.I.P. Benny Saint Dennis, the fuck his name is Benjamin.
Benoit Saint Denis.
Ben. All right. I'll call him Ben. Sorry, Ben. You took that fat fucking L.
All right. Well, before that fight, it was the one snoozer on the card: Mario Batista, Corey Sandhagen. Big snoozer. I watched it at work. Almost put me to sleep at work. Like I actually went and did work instead of watching it.
Yeah, yeah. Weren't you kind of low key hyped about it last episode?
I was. It just kind of turned out to be meh.
Yeah. Well, I still don't know much about Mini Batista, but I'm not a big fan of Corey Sandy Balls.
Well, it's like I said, it was a whatever fight. We can move on from it without talking about too much. But because the fight before that, specifically the one you and me called, was going to be an absolute scrap. The flyweights, Raw Dog, Brandon Royval, and Lonnie Kavanaugh, they went to an absolute war.
Obviously, I didn't see the fight, but I saw the clips, and holy shit, it's what I expected.
That was a fucking scrap, bro. Like I said, I was watching it at work. I was losing my shit, bro. Like I dead ass almost got in trouble, but I was going crazy at work for that fight, bro. When Brandon got rocked, then he came back and survived, and then started mauling Lonnie too. That was insane, bro.
That was pretty crazy, and I'm not mad at it, although I am a little sad Lonnie didn't win because I love Lonnie. But
Remember what I told you? The Raw Dog is the fucking goat.
yeah, yeah. Do you think this gives him a title shot?
Probably not. The title scene's too packed right now with Pantoja and now Cap. So he's probably gonna sit back a while, take on another uprising challenger. He called for Asu Amabayev, which, and I mean, I'm not a bit. I don't like Asu Amabayev, so that'd probably be a boring fight. But it's Brandon Royval. It won't be a boring fight for that reason. If you ask me, I'd book Brandon Royval and Kyoji Horiguchi.
I don't know who that is, but lit.
Kyoji Horiguchi, he's the boogeyman, bro. You want to strike with him, he'll strike with you. You want to grapple with him, he'll grapple with you. Kyoji Horiguchi is the Japanese boogeyman.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, he's a great fighter. He got knocked out by Manel Cap. It's Manel Cap. He's literally probably the number one contender. So it's nothing frowned upon.
Yeah, I'm speaking of Manel. I saw a clip of him like being a total dickhead one time in a fight where he was
Oh, yeah,
like,
he is a dickhead.
"Yeah, hey, maybe we need another fucking Kobe, a black Kobe Covington, or
Hey,
a
the good
black
thing
Conor
is
McGregor."
Cap can actually back up his shit. He's kind of what I said about Patty. Like he's a respectful, disrespectful guy, but he's not necessarily respectful though. He's kind of like I talk my shit and I back it up. You get me?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like he's not necessarily disrespectful, but he's not necessarily respectful. He's kind of like a good mix.
Yeah, yeah. From what I've seen, he seems a bit more disrespectful, if anything.
Well, before pandemic when he debuted, yeah. Nowadays he's kind of toned it down.
Hey, well, good for him because he seemed insufferable. Yeah, he seemed annoying.
Was it pre? I wasn't sure if it was pre-pandemic. I don't know. Time flies, dude. I wasn't sure if it was pre-pandemic or a couple years after pandemic when he went on Izzy and Kai Kara France. But yeah, he used to be in over his head, but now he's kind of cooled off.
Hey, well, good for him. Glad of you, Cape.
Yeah. But back to Royval and Lonnie Kavanaugh, dude. Absolute scrap. Lonnie dropped Brandon, then Brandon managed to submit him in the third round with like a minute 20 left. That was fantastic, bro. I love that.
Yeah, that's the one match everyone could have predicted was going to be a good fight.
Brandon Royval, he said himself, he is the goat of chaos. You want to have a chaotic fight, he'll be right in the pit with you.
And I'm pretty sure I said on the previous episode that, like, I didn't really give a fuck about the Connor and Max fight. This was the fight I
You
actually gave a
didn't.
shit about.
Yeah, me and you both.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about the Connor fight. This fight was, like, the only one I was like, oh, there's gonna be some blood. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be just some scrapping and shit.
And that's exactly what it was. Raw Dog Royval with the win too. What a dog, man. What a fucking goat.
Yeah, and respect to Lonnie too. He deserves his flowers too.
Yeah, he looked really good. He looked like he could hang with the best. He has 2 losses on his record in the UFC, but he always bounces back stronger. He got knocked out by Charles Johnson and came and beat Brandon Moreno. So if anyone could bounce back from this, it is Lonnie Kavanaugh.
Yeah. I do see him in the title contenders, like in the future. Maybe not now,
For
but like give it like 2 years maybe.
Yeah, 100%. He's still young. Him and Josh Van are the 2 young guys at the top. That'll probably be a rivalry down the line.
Oh God, imagine that fight.
Dude, I'm so excited for that fight when it happens. Let me tell you this. Right before Royval and Van did have their fight, I started predicting a Royval and Van fight would happen eventually, and I knew it was going to be a damn scrap just because both of their styles and how they fought. And I was correct. That was fight of the year in 2025. Argue with the wall.
Yeah, both are just fucking lit, dude.
They are. With that being said, how I predicted the Royval and Van fight, I'm predicting the exact same for Van and Lonnie Kavanaugh. Just 2 young dudes, 2 young, short, stocky dudes throwing down in the center of the octagon, trying to kill each other.
It literally looked like attempted murder, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like it looked like a street fight.
It was, dude. It pretty much was like it's something you would see in the streets of Colorado.
Yeah, or in like Mexico with minus the machetes.
I specifically said Colorado just because that's where Raw Dog's from.
Is Colorado built like that? That goddamn shout out Colorado.
Yep.
Hey, shout
Hey,
out you.
Colorado has weed. Colorado has weed legal, bro. Colorado has everything.
Hey, shout out to all my rednecks over there.
Rednecks is more Alabama.
Hey, I'm not gonna say what the fuck I was gonna shout out to.
Jesus Christ. Please don't.
Shout out all my cousins.
Well, that there's a couple more we could talk about International Fight Week. King Green, Terrence McKinney. That was an exciting fight for the first round. A little bit questionable on the stoppage. I see why they did it, but I would have given Terrence McKinney the final second, just let him recover going into the second round because that was a little questionable. You could have just let the second round go, but it is what it is. King Green, he finished Terrence McKinney with a second left in the first round.
Yeah, no input. Fucking
Yeah.
sucks. Fucking sucks, Bobby Green. Take that L.
It is what it is, but there's 2 fights on the prelims I want to talk about. They're the main attractions on the prelims. First one, Bobby Knuckles, Robert Whitaker, light heavyweight debut. Honestly, height difference aside, he looked really good. He was quick. He was heavy-handed like he usually is. Robert Whitaker actually looked pretty decent in light heavyweight.
Told you not to sleep on the short kings.
I wasn't, but I had my doubts a little bit.
Nah, short kings for life.
Man, can you blame me? Light heavyweights are tall dudes, and Robert Whitaker is short from middleweight as it was.
Yeah, well, I think he proved that broken stand with them.
Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of excited to see what he can do now in light heavyweight. Should be exciting. Should be fun, especially with how quick he was and how fluid he was moving. So that should be cool.
Yeah, like a very quick light heavyweight. Nice.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. And it is a nice change of pace too, because we just really got long, rangy strikers in light heavyweight. So having a shorter, quick one could be fun.
Yeah. I think it gives him more of a plus the fact that he's quicker now because he's so
It
small.
does. It does. I will say first, he did look a little bit uh, a little bit pudgy. I guess that's the right word for it. He did look a little flabby in there. I would say just shed that, add some more muscle, and he should be fine.
Yeah, like he used to be shredded, right?
Yeah, he in middleweight he was shredded. That's what he could do. John. Just lose a little bit of fat and replace it with muscle. You're good.
Yeah, because I think he has such a cool look to him, by the way.
He does. He looks badass, bro.
Yeah, he looks cool as shit.
He does. That's Bobby fucking Knuckles, bro.
Also known as the Reaper. Remember that nickname?
Yep. No, but I prefer Bobby Knuckles. Bobby Knuckles just sounds more threatening.
Yeah, he sounds like an edgy kid in the back of a classroom.
Hey, maybe he was.
I'm the Reaper.
He's a Kiwi. Who knows?
I'm the Reaper.
Yeah.
I'm Bobby
But
Knuckles in the back. Gonna kick your ass. Fuck.
okay, that wasn't a bad accent. In a way, it wasn't. I hate to admit it.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Other people I want to talk about: Gable Stevenson's UFC debut.
Who?
Gable Steveson, everyone's favorite Kurt Angle.
I love Chad Gable.
Yeah, that's disrespecting Chad Gable. I said it in the last episode. But that's a disrespect to Chad Gable.
uh, it's just black Chad Gable. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Black Kurt Angle.
Black Chad Gable with legal trouble. That's oh shit. That sounded racist as
Oh,
fuck. But it's
oh
not.
shit.
It's not. I promise.
Put it
It's not
on the
racist. I promise.
reels.
He actually
Put it
did
on
have
the
legal trouble.
reels. Put it on the reels.
I promise it's not racist. He actually did have legal trouble. Some bullshit loophole. Go look up Gable Steveson loophole.
Gable Stevenson. Nate wants to fucking wrestle in the woods.
He'd kill me, bro. He would.
Yeah, he'd like impale you with a tree branch.
Yeah. I will say I did wrestle in high school. I never won, but I did wrestle in high school.
Hey, hey, you heard it first, fellas. Gable Stevenson versus Nate.
But I will give props to Gable Stevenson's opponent, Elisha Ellison. He actually showed he wanted to be there. He was a dog. He was still fighting despite being rocked by Gable Stevenson. He was still swinging for the fences. He was still putting on a fight to try to win it. So it's props to him for that. But in the end, Gable Stevenson did put him out in the first round.
Gable in UFC kind of makes me sad that we didn't get to see him in WWE much because I feel like he
It's
could have been
probably
a dog.
trust me, it's a lot better that way. The fans did not like him. I was there for his one single WWE match. No one gave a fuck about him. It's better he's in UFC.
Yeah, because now he better be a monster, as Booker T says.
Yeah, especially in the heavyweight division because the heavyweight division is not really. There's some skilled guys, but they're all at the top. So Gable Stevenson should have a nice cruise to the top.
Hey, could you see him as UFC champion?
I could, yeah, especially with John Jones in his corner.
Hell yeah. Hey, the new John Jones, bro.
He trains with John Jones. He trains at the same gym John Jones
Bro,
does. So yeah,
it literally feels like we're getting like mini versions of like the classic fighters.
as
Like
it's the new generation, man. What's
like
the new generation? What else
Connor
can you
and
expect?
Eddie. And then who's another good one that you can say? Like Islam and no, Khabib and Islam.
I mean, yeah, I guess so because Islam was trained by Khabib, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and then the DJ and I guess Pantoja.
Yeah, I guess so. Pantoja is everyone's is a wish version
Although
is a wish Brazilian version of Demetrius Johnson.
yeah, although I would argue that Lonnie is like more like DJ style a little bit.
Not really, just because DJ was more all around and Lonnie's more of a striker.
Yeah, that's fair. But I feel like now we're reaching into the era where like we're gonna see mirrors of the more like prime UFC guys.
Which
Like,
we love to see.
I bet we're gonna see another Max Holloway soon. I bet we're gonna see a Charles Oliveira soon.
We already kind of got a new Sean O'Malley. We already kind of do that. I could segue into the next into what else I wanted to talk about UFC. Tommy McMillan, Sean O'Malley's training partner. He made a name for himself this past Saturday. He absolutely battered Montez in a fight. Like he set the record for like I think he had like 250 some strikes.
Damn,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ,
that's Tommy Gunn for you right there, bro. Tommy Gunn McMillan is fucking insane, bro.
that's a fire name too.
I think that's his nickname Gunn, but his name is Tommy McMillan.
Make that his nickname, Tommy Gunn.
It's hilarious. You hear the name Tommy McMillan and you think some white meat guy and not like an asshole and not like a badass.
I'm trying to think where I feel like that name's from. I feel like it's just some basic, like it is some like white meat, just this fucking ranch hand who fucking lifts horses over his shoulder.
That's what I'm saying. That's Tommy McMillan, bro. That's what it sounds like. But then you actually look at him. He looks like a Sean O'Malley light, and he fights like a Sean O'Malley.
Nice. Hey, the future looks goddamn bright. It looks like.
And it does.
Yeah, ain't it kind of weird that like we're seeing like all these because I feel like it was weird as a UFC fan to see all these like new guys coming up like Joshua Van, Brandon Royval, like Sean Strickland. I bet it was weird seeing all these guys just come up randomly and now they're like some of the biggest stars and now we're getting a new flood of them.
That's the beauty of sports, man. Once the old guys start going down, new guys come in. Same goes for football. Same goes for basketball. Anything.
Yeah. Like I bet it's gonna be kind of weird once we see less of Charles, less of Islam, less of Max, less of Tom Aspinall when he's gone.
100%. It's gonna be weird, but it is for the better, man. The more good young fighters we get, the better the future is.
Yeah, I bet the future looks, in my opinion, brighter than I feel like it's ever been.
It does.
Yeah, the prospects are really sick right now.
That's the Contender Series and Ultimate Fighter hard at work. Contender Series starts in a couple weeks too. I will be watching. I watch Contender Series every year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but there's one more fight I want to talk to on UFC. Then we can move to wrestling because there's a couple stuff on wrestling we got to talk about. Not much, but there's some stuff we could talk about.
Yes.
But Kamaru Usman losing to Dricus du Plessis by falling anvil. No, I'm kidding. It was actually a decent fight. Kamaru Usman, he put up a fight against DDP, but in the end of the day, DDP just looked like the better fighter out there.
Yeah, I didn't see much of the fight, but all I know is that, is it safe to say Kamaru Usman is one of like kind of the goats?
He had a case for welterweight goat. He did behind GSP.
Yeah, so
He still does actually. Why did I say has? He still does.
like I was about to say, he's also one of those guys with like, in the prime UFC days with like Anderson Silva, Connor, like,
He was a little after that.
a little after. Really?
Yeah, I think he debuted like he won the Ultimate Fighter. I'm not sure when he debuted. Let me see real quick.
And because I feel like he's one of like the more classic guys.
He is, but he's also not super classic. Da, da, da,
Isn't
da.
he getting up there in age too?
Yeah, he's in his 30s. His knees are done. Kamaru Usman, he debuted in November 2012.
Damn, that's like so long ago.
His official UFC debut took place on December 19th, 2015. That was because he was on the Ultimate Fighter. He won the Ultimate Fighter, so
So yeah, he was around in like the prime UFC era.
yeah. So it's sorry. His professional MMA debut was in 2012. Yeah, then he got a few wins, made the Ultimate Fighter, won the Ultimate Fighter, and came in 2015, and then just took over basically.
So I think it's kind of weird seeing someone who, as I said, it's kind of like a classic. You know how in movies there's like the prime classic characters, like he was one of them, and now he got like, was he destroyed? I didn't see, but was he?
Kinda, but kind of not. He was still throwing. He was still putting up a fight, but the middleweight power was a little too much for him. I watched the fight live. I thought Dricus du Plessis won the first two rounds, and then Kamaru Usman came alive in the third. He won the third, was almost winning the fourth, but then DDP hit a big strike that swayed it to him. Then the fifth round, you could argue Kamaru Usman won that one too. So he did put up a fight, but in the end, DDP just his middleweight power and him being used to middleweight just gave him the edge over Kamaru.
Goddamn. Well, good for DDP. I think he's one of the better fighters right now too.
Yeah, but Kamaru Usman, I think he can still hang around for a bit, but I think he's more suited at welterweight. I think there's only like maybe four fighters in welterweight that test him, but middleweight the power might be a little too much for him. But he can hang in middleweight. He can just not at the title contention level.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But with that being said, that pretty much wraps up UFC. Gianni, we go to wrestling, we go to WWE, we go to AEW, we go to TNA, we go to everything here in pro wrestling. But the first thing we could talk about real quick, since it literally just happened maybe an hour and a half ago, Tony D'Angelo, he defeated Naraku to retain the NXT title. Then afterwards, we spun the block. We took a trip to New York. Mike Santana makes his debut in NXT.
Yeah, I hope that means he's like in NXT now. That better be not just a one-time thing again. Like,
His TNA contract was up. It was heavily rumored and heavily speculated he was going to sign with WWE. Him losing the TNA World Title at Slammiversary just kind of solidified that. So now this debut pretty much says, "Oh, he signed. He's here now."
yeah, I'm just a little scared because eventually they're gonna move him up to the main roster, and that's scary. Cause,
It,
bro,
Normally, I'd have a debate for that, but it is true. Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry, two former TNA guys who were hella over hella great talents. They have really just been whatever on the main roster.
Jordan Grace is such a fucking fumble. Holy shit.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Jordan Grace is probably one of the best women's talents you have, and they don't have anything for her. Sucks.
Bro, she's the female Apollo Crews. All she is on main event. Yeah, she's like the new Apollo Crews.
Which is unfortunate, man. She's such a great wrestler, bro.
Yeah, she could be like, she can be in the world title contention in like a year easily.
Right now, she's perfect for the U.S. title division. She is.
Yeah, she is, but like, I don't know. I feel like because I had this issue before, as I mentioned with the whole world title picture, that like all we have is what Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, CM Punk. We've had the same guys for like 3 years, and for the women's title too. Like no diss, but it's only ever been Rhea, Jade Cargill, Liv Morgan, and who Io. That's it.
Io and Becky. That's really all I can think of.
Yeah, it's just like we need new people. Like move past the Roman Reigns, move past the Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Put Jordan Grace in the picture, Tiffany Stratton again in the picture. Hell, even give a push to like Lash Legend.
Or you could push Candice LeRae, you sons of bitches.
Hey, I was gonna say like, what the fuck are they doing with Candice LeRae?
Nothing, just trying to counsel her husband, who they're also not doing anything with, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, and for the world title, like, where's Ilya? Where the fuck?
I unfortunately think Ilya's going to get cut, dude. I think they're kind of just setting up for that. I think, unfortunately, Ilya's going to get cut.
I wouldn't be upset because I know his ass is gonna go to fucking AEW and he's gonna fucking destroy it there.
I will say I don't want him in AEW just because I feel like AEW's roster is in a good spot right now where they don't need any more people.
I know, but like, imagine Ilya versus Kyle Fletcher. Ilya.
I'm not disagreeing it'll be great. I'm just saying I feel like AEW's in a spot where they don't need him or he'd just be stuck on ROH. You get me? Like I just feel like it's not necessary for him to go to AEW. I feel like he can just scour the indies, especially back in Europe, and be fine.
Yeah, he should, but I think he deserves because he's talented enough to be signed somewhere. He really deserves to be signed somewhere.
I 100% agree. Just that's the same opinion. I think AEW is in a perfect spot where they're fine with what they have.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I could just see him like kicking ass with like Loki. I could see him in the Don Callis family.
Fuck! Don't speak that into existence, bro.
I feel, or I know you hate these guys, but Alien the Death Riders would kind of slap.
Unfortunately, it would.
Yeah, it would really slap. Like, imagine him as like a trios champion with like Claudio and like I don't know, fucking like who else is
Claudio
there?
Pack, Claudio Pack, and Dragonov sounds sexy, low key.
Yeah, that would be fire, bro. You have to admit. So like there is a lot of, and not to mention a run back Ilian Champa Swerve versus
Okay,
Ilya.
again, I do agree. It would be great to have him in AEW because so much shit can happen, so much good shit can happen. But to the still, man, AEW, I feel like the roster's in like right in the sweet spot where they have enough people to be in each division and have great matches.
Yeah, I feel like they should release Ilya and like Johnny Gargano. As much as I would hate to see him go, but both guys
That's
like both,
that's another thing too. Johnny Gargano, I don't think he works in AEW.
really.
Yeah, I don't. Let me put it this way: fucking Tony Khan has tried the black and gold revamp multiple times. It Malachi Black was there for a bit. He worked out for a bit. Adam Cole, he never got his footing right. The Undisputed Kingdom never took off under him. Tony Khan has tried the black and gold experiment and it didn't work. He had Keith Lee, and Keith Lee just, well, it's not Tony Khan's fault on that, but Keith Lee never took off either. So the black and gold, it won't work. It won't.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I think it's just like Ricochet's in like a knockout
Ricochet
champion.
and Chop are the only ones who have worked.
Yeah,
Well, I guess Andrade too, but it took to Andrade's second run to finally work.
yeah. I feel like it's just because like other than that, I don't know what Johnny does.
I remember reading something that Balor, Gargano, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn, they all love Triple H. They all love working for Triple H. That they don't want to leave, and that they just rather stay there. So that's Johnny Gargano was Triple H's boy too. So I feel like eventually Triple H will come up with something for Johnny. At least I'm holding out hope for it, but I have my doubts.
I hope so, because that's like Paul's baby, bro.
Yeah. So hopefully something leads out of it, but that is what it is, man.
Back to NXT, something I gotta mention. Minus the more important thing, that being Mike Santana coming up. Something I'm interested in, kind of a little bit, although I hate this match type. Lola Vice versus Kendall Gray in the NXT Underground match.
Honestly, it is pretty cool because Lola Vice's her MMA background works for that. Then Kendall Gray being a great grappler too. It is like a little MMA fight.
Yeah, yeah. It's being described as like that's Lola's like match because that bitch is always in NXT Underground matches.
And I mean, it's fitting. It's kind of like how they had the fight pit for Matt Riddle.
Yeah, but I think Kendall Gray wins. Like Kendall Gray's just fucking goated.
100%. I believe it's planned for Lola Vice to come up in the next wave of callouts. I think it's her, Naraku, and Tatum Paxley that's planned for sure.
Yeah. Also, low key, there's a new tag team in NXT. Bro, Dorian Van Du and Sean Legacy kind of smack.
It does, bro. I completely forgot about that too, but I don't watch NXT weekly, but I do keep tabs on it. Sean Legacy, Dorian Van Du, bro. Holy crap, it is
They're
hidden, bro.
so good. Like they're so good.
I do unfortunately feel like eventually it's gonna get stale and one of them's gonna turn. That's the usual case with or put together tag teams in NXT. But it does fucking work, bro. It's great.
Yeah, like if any one of them turns heel, it's gonna be Dorian, obviously.
100%. But Dorian's a beast on his own, so, and Sean Legacy, he's good on his own too. It's fine with me, honestly.
Yeah, one thing I saw is that Sean Legacy feels a lot like Neville.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, although low key, I might get heat for this. I'd rather watch Sean Legacy than Pac right now.
Well, I mean, Pac's kind of done nothing since being in the Death Rider, so
Yeah, and also not to mention he's kind of boring in my opinion right now. Sean Legacy, like if you're someone who didn't know him and saw that first match he had, where he was in that battle royal with like Ethan Page and shit, like, and you were like, who is this guy? Like doing all these sick moves.
it's Sean Legacy, bro. Sean Legacy's a beast, man.
Which is crazy because it's the first time we've seen him in a while because he was injured.
But it's good to have him back, bro. Like when he was injured, I started wondering where the hell he was, man. And it's great having him back
Yeah,
because the last NXT match I remember watching that wasn't a pay per view, it was the ladder match where Joe Hendry won, and Sean Legacy was in that. He was going off and everything.
yeah. I think the only like really good wrestler that I really do like who was kind of fumbling is fucking Uriah Connors, bro.
Uh, uh yeah, but it's really the whole birthright situation because birthright it has potential. It has potential to be great, but I'm a Lex offender. I'm an intellectual, whatever name you want to call the Lexus King fans. I love Charlie Dempsey too, but it's kind of a boring faction.
Yeah, do you want to know what I would do to actually change it? I would have Ariana Grace and the rest of them turn on Stacks because there needs to come to a point where he's not supposed to be in this group.
Yes,
Like there's someone. This is a little bit of a dumb take because no one really likes this guy, but I'd rather put Brooks Jensen in the group.
I actually did that on 2K. I put Brooks Jensen in the group.
Yeah,
It just makes sense. He studies the game. He knows how to wrestle. Just he's kind of boring. That's the only thing.
yeah, and the weird thing is, like, his work on Evolve is actually really good. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
like he's the motherfucker who does the Texas Bull Rope matches now. That's just his thing now.
We need more of those then. Fuck yeah, kick out Stacks, throw in Brooks Jensen.
Yeah, I think he's had like 15 Texas Bull Rope matches.
Good. We
Yeah,
need more
that's
of those.
kind
Yeah,
of his
fuck yeah.
thing.
Fuck yeah. Bring it back to NXT then.
Yeah, because I feel like as much as I would love to see him as like Evolve champion, I'm not gonna lie. The only member I truly, although my favorite member is Uriah, the only member I actually am interested in is Charlie Dempsey.
Charlie Dempsey is such a fucking beast, bro, but they don't know what to do with him.
Yeah, they really don't. I would like have him beat Miles Bourne. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
yeah, like imagine Charlie Dempsey as North American champion. He'd kick ass.
I'm not sure if I said this on a previous episode, but I was still watching NXT UK when he made his debut. It looked like he was being groomed to be the one to beat Ilya.
But then NXT UK went to fucking shit.
Yeah, because Vince McMahon's a bitch.
Yeah, and released all the fire NXT people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I miss Trent Seven.
Dude, me too, man. Fucking imagine fucking British strong style in main roster right now. Fucking, well, I mean, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate aren't doing anything, but imagine British strong style.
Hey, imagine the tag matches. Oh,
Mustache Mountain, bro. Mustache Mountain versus Undisputed Era is one of my favorite tag matches.
yeah. But back to anything interesting with NXT. Saquon versus the Dark State.
I love the spotlight Saquon's getting just because I wasn't too much into DPW, but I did know about the Lucky Ali and Jay Malachi feud. So it is nice seeing Lucky Ali finally get some shine on NXT.
Yeah, I just gotta admit his 6-man tag match he had was so good. It was him, Noam Dar, and Romeo Moreno versus Darkseid.
Speaking of Noam Dar and Romeo Romero, I kind of like that pairing.
I do, but I feel like Noam's gonna turn heel on him. He's too nice.
Yeah, that's why I feel like that's a nice tag team to have in the NXT tag title division.
Yeah, I'd actually have them win the titles low key.
Yeah,
Cause
me too.
low key, I wouldn't give it to Darkseid. I wouldn't give it back to Hank and Tank. Maybe Birthright to make them a bit more fucking, credible.
That's like a good, well, I guess like a good three teams now you could do. They got Vanity Project still, Sean Legacy and Dorian Van Do, the recent tag title match on that note. And then, yeah, Noam Dar, Romeo Romero is a team too. That could be like a nice three-way ladder match for the titles.
Yeah, another team I'd make once he comes back. Elio Lafleur and Ek Prosper.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Elio LaFleur, honestly.
I meant,
He was great. He was Ek Prosper too. He's fucking fantastic. What was
bro.
it? Eli Knight.
Yeah, 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 bro. The match, because he didn't have a match today, but he got involved. Where I don't know what the match was. I think it was a handicap match. I think it was like Keanu Carver versus Hank and Tank.
I
And
mean, I guess it makes sense then.
and dude, EK hit some gnarly fucking move on Keanu Carver. He did the double stomps to Keanu on the steel steps.
That's the one initiative I love that Triple H is doing because it's apparently a thing where Triple H wants more actual wrestlers on NXT and not the NIL guys.
Yeah, although I do kind of fuck with some of the NIL guys.
I do too, but there is so much indie talent out there. You can't just be stealing indie talent's jobs for random athletes.
Yeah, someone I'm low key fucking with is Tristan Angel,
Yeah. Oh, Tristan Angels too, dude. He
natural
I
heel.
mean, yeah, natural heel. He's great. He's like a solo version of Pretty Deadly, which I love actually.
He would look so good with the North American title. Holy shit.
Agreed, bro. Agreed.
Also, speaking of that, Miles Bourne is the longest reigning champion in WWE right now, I think. Or at least it's him and Vanity Project.
Well, it's just kind of unfortunate. Miles Bourne, he's pretty whatever. He's not a stellar wrestler or anything.
I actually really fuck with him. It's just the fact that they're not having him defend his title. I
Yeah, he's just pretty whatever. I prefer Tavion Heights over him.
really want Tavion to win it. Holy shit. Tavion is my favorite NXT wrestler right now. He's my favorite.
Respect.
Yeah, that dude, why don't they, book him more? Like, they have to realize how good he is.
I think it's mostly just because of a lack of character. That's really it.
Yeah, I kind of like his sorta heel turn he's doing. I don't even know what character he is, but I know he's
Yeah, me neither.
somewhat of a heel kind of.
Yeah, but I just like Tavion over Miles. But I'm not discrediting Miles. He put in the work. He's great, especially for being deaf too. That's really a nice accomplishment to have.
Yeah, minus that though, back to more mainstream WWE stuff. SummerSlam.
Uh, I got some takes, man. I got some takes on SummerSlam.
Seth and Roman part a million.
Fuck you for that. Fuck WWE for that. Fuck the 6-man tag between the fucking LA Knight, Royce Keys solo, and the fucking Bloodline. Fuck both of those matches.
Like the only one who's gonna actually like that I actually give a shit about in that match is Jacob Fatu. That's it. I don't care about the other one.
I give a shit about him and LA Knight.
Yeah, that's fair too. But the match I'm most excited for is Chad Gable and Penta, because this is where Chad's gonna fucking win the title finally.
If they don't, there's something wrong. This is the perfect moment to strap up Chad Gable. This is the perfect time to do everything
Yeah,
with Chad Gable. You gave him the redemption story. You gave him everything to make him credible again. This is where you pulled the trigger.
and they're doing it in his hometown. There's nowhere to go.
Exactly. That's even more reason to pull the trigger. If they don't, something is up, bro.
Yeah, like he needs it. Imagine the matches too. He would be such a good champion.
Exactly my point. Chad Gable, strap him up, WWE. Don't fuck this up.
Yeah, but I'm actually low key excited for the Brock and Oba Hell in a Cell match.
My only question is, how much is Brock gonna want to do? Is he gonna want to show up to work, or is he just want to get it over with? Like that's my main thing. Is Brock gonna actually want to work?
Yeah, yeah, because that would be a waste of a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, agreed. So he has to actually want to work and actually give us a good match.
Yeah, like they fucking better. Although I feel like if Oba did this, Brock would fucking die. But if he gave Brock a fall from grace from the top of the cell, it would be kind of crazy.
Okay, okay, yeah, but Brock's not gonna fucking do that.
Brock will fucking die, and maybe Oba might do it.
Oba would do it, but Brock's not gonna do it. Brock's not gonna fucking do that.
Yeah, and maybe I'm gonna see an F5 on the top of the cage if Brock can even climb it.
At most, we'll see the cell wall break and they'll fight outside of it or something. Like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a shorter Hell in a Cell match, but they're gonna get a lot done in it. Like they're just gonna be on the brawling outside of the ring, inside of the ring, outside of the cage. Like they're just gonna do a bunch of brawling, a bunch of big spots and shit like that.
Yeah, I better see some crazy shit in that match. I better see something insane.
Me, me and you both.
Yeah, like I better see like them like they have to break the cell at least. They have to break
For
at
sure.
least one of the walls.
They don't even have to go outside the cell. They could just break the wall for the moment. Like you could have them brawling by the announce table side, and then fucking Oba just full charge at Brock, sending him through or some shit.
Yeah, but what else is an interesting match? Like,
Um, I guess we could talk. Oh, actually, Gunther and Nick Aldis.
oh yeah, my fucking goat, Nick Aldis.
I'm excited for that match. I am. Nick Aldis. It'd be great to see him in a WWE ring. Something we probably never expected to see. Honestly,
Yeah, do you think he transitions into like an actual wrestler now, or do you think this is just a one-time thing?
I can see it, but it really just depends how he does in the match and how the fans perceive him. You get me?
I actually see it as kind of like a Baron Corbin thing when he was general manager.
That could work too. Yeah, just like something like that. Maybe not full time. Maybe part time match here and there.
Yo, low key, hear me out. Turn Nick Aldis into a manager and have him manage like who's someone good he can manage.
Honestly, don't make him a manager, bro. That's just kind of wasting him.
Yeah, that is wasting him. That's kind of like Max Dupreeing him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I will say,
I feel like because I saw an interview with him saying like he's not satisfied with his career yet. So I'm like,
yeah, because he wants to still wrestle. That's why I feel like he'll do a couple. But one thing is like if Gunther wins, it's for sure it helps his career killer thing again. Like if he just beats Nick Aldis, sends him back to the benches, and I guess that helps out Gunther. But I do want to see more of Nick Aldis. Hell, you can do him versus Cody again. That was a great match for the NW World's title a couple years ago.
hey yo, bring back his beef with Roman Reigns back when he first became GM, and have him at least challenge for the title because that'd be kind of
You can do so much shit with Nick Aldis. That's what I'm saying. Like, you probably shouldn't just put him back to being a GM, but I wouldn't put him full time either. Maybe just every now and then.
yeah, yeah. I feel like there's just a lot of opportunity. It sucks that we probably won't ever see Adam Pearce wrestle again.
I mean, it's fine. I never knew anything about Adam Pearce, and I really don't care to find
I
out.
will admit, dead ass, Adam Pearce is better than Nick Aldis.
I gotta look into that. I'm not gonna agree or disagree with.
Yeah, he's a way better wrestler. Like so like his matches against guys like AJ Styles actually like he cooked AJ Styles once. He cooked his ass.
I'm not going to agree or disagree with that. I'm just going to leave it at that. Let you take over that. But
Yeah, you need to investigate some old school Adam Pearce shit in his PWG days.
I probably will, probably won't. I don't know. But I think we could wrap up WWE there because there's not really much else to talk about that we like or really care about. There is 2 matches on AEW we could talk about real quick before we wrap it up because we are about to go over an hour, but we could talk about them real quick.
Yes.
First one we could get this quick because we have more to say about the other one. Kenny Omega, Kevin Knight, AEW World Championship.
Banger. Easy banger.
Yeah, absolute banger. Kevin Knight, he's came into his own as a single star. I'm glad they are going to take him out of the Doghouse family. It seems like they're going that route, which is perfect. So and then the match against Kenny Omega will be absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I have nothing to say. It's just gonna be a good fucking match.
Yeah, agreed. The other match I saved for last. I knew we had more to talk about it. We've sung our praises on both these men before. I've sung my praises on one of them specifically. Protostar against Bandito.
No,
Yeah, that sums it up. We've already had a lot of match of the year contenders in AEW, but I feel like this is definitely match of the year.
this match is gonna make me look like an anime girl, bro.
All right, bro.
It will,
Don't say that shit again, ever again.
but you have to admit, bro, that would make your eyes roll. That match is gonna make you fucking feel waves.
Dude, that match. Dude, I might watch it at work if I need to, bro. Like, I need to see this match. I do.
Yeah, bro. I think it's gonna make you feel things you've never knew you could feel, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I've sung my praises on Bandito. I've sung my praises on Kyle Fletcher. This is gonna be, dude. This might be, if it's not match of the year, it's gonna be at least be top 3 for sure.
Oh yeah, it has to be. But
Yeah, definitely.
other than that, everything else on that new show, I low-key forgot what the fuck it's called.
Redemption. It was mostly titled that for Kenny Omega. They wanted to do Kenny Omega and Max 3 there, but Max wanted to move it sooner.
Yeah. Also, before we end it, fuck Will Ospreay and that stupid Goku and Vegeta fucking promo he did.
Yeah, I gotta agree
That
there.
shit was stupid. Oi, bro, we're the living Goku and Vegeta. Shut
I see what he was going for, but I will say it did kind of pop me a little bit, but also did cringe me a little bit.
that shit was cringy as shit, and you can see that cringed out Kenny too.
Yeah, it's what it is though. The eventual Max Osprey and Kenny match will be great.
Vegeta, bruv. But I think
But
that's it though.
yeah, but we just crossed the hour in an hour and 30 seconds. Yeah, let's wrap it up here. Graps and Scraps episode 6.
Yes, sir. Episode 6. It was a fun one, and I bet we're gonna have a lot more to talk about in the next episode. With
Yes, we are
after
the start of
SummerSlam.
August. The start of August. That's when we're back. We're back at the start of August, right after SummerSlam, so we can talk about SummerSlam, talk about Redemption, talk about whatever else is going on in the world.
Yes, sir. So keep it in mind. It will be back after 2 weeks at the beginning of August. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep it up. Keep it up. Great wrestling. Great UFC. Got more shit to come.
Yes, sir. Always.
All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm Al Vito Nate Rivers.
And I am the Pookie Wookie Gianni.
All right. I'm going to end it there. I'm not going to say anything else just because I'm afraid of what they'll say. We're out of here.
Bye.